cryptocurrency developed by Venezuela. It is backed by the country's oil and mineral reserves, and intended to supplement Venezuela's volatile domestic currency. It 8 www.visionis.in copyright Vision IAS is also aimed as a means of circumventing U.S. sanctions and accessing international financing. It has been declared as legal tender. Now recently, Marshall Islands became the first country in the world to recognize a cryptocurrency as its legal tender when it passed a law to create the Digital Sovereign, or SOV. Q28.8. The government recently introduced a new APP called UPAI Unified Planning and Analysis Interface or Solution in English, which will help the members of Parliament to track the development work in their states. It will provide an integrated platform for data on infrastructure and social indices for each constituency. It is expected to provide district-wise information to the MP on his/her constituency and help him or her take better decisions related to MPLA funds and also the central scheme. It will be monitored by PMO and is in line with Digital India Initiative. In the next phase, it will be extended to include state schemes and bring district magistrates and members of legislative assemblies on same platform. Q29.co. Our Constitution gives every citizen the right to life and liberty. This means that every citizen must also have the right to fair and speedy trial. Though in the case Qatar Singh v. State of Punjab, it was declared that right to speedy trial is an essential part of fundamental right to life and liberty. In the case of Abdul Rahman Angela v. R.S. the bench declared certain aspects and guidelines regarding the speedy trial and quashing of cases should depend upon nature of the case. In Sheila Bars v. Union of India, Court reaffirmed speedy trial to be fundamental right. Though this right is implicit in Article 14, 19(1)(a) and 21 of the Constitution as well as the CPC, it is the constitutional obligation of the government to devise such procedures as would ensure and implement speedy trial. Supreme Court, being majestic authority, it has to act as guardian of fundamental rights of citizens. Q30. The OTX2 is an ambitious and visionary species conservation goal set by the governments of the 13 tiger range countries to double the number of wild tigers by 2022, the next Chinese Year of the Tiger. The program is run by WWF's Global Tiger Program. Though rather than focusing on saving tigers at a site or country level, TX2 uses a strategic, long-term approach, working across entire landscapes and encouraging transboundary collaboration. This involves increasing protection where the tigers are currently, maintaining wildlife corridors and connectivity between areas, and then boosting resources and protection for where tigers can be in the future, when their numbers have increased. Q31.co. Every Newborn Action Plan. It is led by WHO and UNICEF. Though in 2014, 194 member states of the 67th World Health Assembly, including India, endorsed the action plan. Though it provides a roadmap of strategic action for ending preventable newborn mortality and stillbirth and contributing to reducing maternal mortality and morbidity. Though India Newborn Action Plan 2014, it is India's committed response to the NAP to advance the global strategy for women's and children's health. Its goal is to attain single-digit neonatal mortality and stillbirth rates by 2030. It is to be implemented within the existing reproductive, maternal, newborn, child and adolescent health (RMNCH+A) framework of the National Health Mission (NHM). Pillars of intervention include 1. Preconception and antenatal care. 2. Care during labor and childbirth. 3. Immediate newborn care. 4. Care of healthy newborn. 5. Care of small and sick newborn. Q32.co. Satyagrahagupta was the greatest of the rulers of the Gupta dynasty. The Allahabad pillar inscription provides a detailed account of his reign. It talks about his famous Dakshinapathy expedition against South Indian rulers, in which he defeated 12 rulers. To establish their sovereign power firmly, the Gupta monarchs followed the policy of conquests. In Arctic or North India, Satyagrahagupta. 9 www.visionis.in copyright Vision IAS followed the policy of Diglyaya conquest of quarters, i.e. he defeated the kings and annexed their territory. But in Dakshinapatha or South India, He followed the policy of Dharmandhyaya, i.e. he defeated the kings but reinstated them in their kingdom as tributary princes. Samyagragupta also conquered Adavirkaraja or forest states and made the ruler of that region as his servants. The frontier states both in the east and in the west submitted to Samyagragupta by giving all kinds of taxes, obeying his orders and tendering homage. These conquests made Samyagragupta one of the greatest emperors in ancient India. He also conquered many of the North Indian kingdoms. Due to his military achievements, he is hailed as Indian Napoleon. Hence, statement 1 is correct. So after the military victories, he performed the Ashvameಧ sacrifice. He also issued gold and silver coins.